we are, yeah, it is now the top of the hour. It's 12 p.m. PT, so it is time for the day 12 that we're on of our 30-day Sparkle Live Challenge. Hello, everyone. Cathy Perez, your wellness coach and fellow female activist, and I am participating in Team OmniSams, OmniSams, OMNISAM, OmniSams 30-day Go Live Sparkle Live Challenge. Okay, so we are here, and today's question, so there's always a question that I get to answer, or several, and then I get to ask the audience something. So today's question is interesting. It is asking, what charity or charities do I support and why? And if I'm squinting, it's because I don't have my sunglasses on. And even though I'm in the shade, it's still very light out here. I live where it's very, very bright. So my eyes don't adjust well when I don't have my sunglasses on. By the way, totally side note, wearing sunglasses since age probably like grade 8, so like I was probably 12. I started wearing sunglasses when I was that young, and it was probably the reasons why my eyesight stayed pretty steady throughout my life, just so you know. All right, so meanwhile, back to where we were. So a charity that I support, you know, it's funny because I don't know necessarily if you, I mean, I am a volunteer for 2 different nonprofits. And I don't know if you consider a nonprofit a charity, right? I mean, there's a lot of different nonprofits that I support. You know, I wouldn't consider the World Wildlife Fund a charity. So I'm not really sure exactly, you know, maybe I should have looked it up before. But to me, you know, whenever you're devoting your time to something, you can consider that a charity. I don't have any, you know, qualms about, you know, giving money to positive organizations, right, or to anything of that nature. So I forget necessarily what the difference is between, say, like a charity and then just like, you know, any other nonprofit. Most charities, right, are nonprofits, okay? So with that in mind, I support 2 different nonprofits that I'm very heavily affiliated with, meaning that I volunteer quite often, and that is Catholics for Choice. Yes, they do exist. I am a recovering Catholic, by the way, but nonetheless, Catholics for Choice. And then Reproductive Freedom for All, formerly known as NARAL. Okay, so anyone who is my level and older will remember NARAL instead of Reproductive Freedom for All. Hey there, whoever's there. Hello, Prince Welsh Karma. Hello, hello. And so I am heavily into reproductive justice, and I volunteer quite often with these 2 organizations, and they are national organizations here in the U.S. So it's really cool. Hello there, the Coley Mason. So anyway, these are 2 organizations that I have for many years actually. Well, actually I say many, but I've always at least donated to Reproductive Freedom for All, even when I wasn't more heavily activated. But Catholics for Choice, I only found out about them 2 years ago. And I'm like, where were you when I was, you know, age 18 and so forth and so on. So those are the 2 organizations that I do affiliate with and am heavily active with. And so, you know, I definitely believe that whatever you are passionate about, you can probably find a charity that's going to align with your values and your goals, so forth and so on, and your passions, and then go for it. You know, make it so that you're not just giving your money, because, I mean, donations are awesome, but your time is very valuable, and don't forget that. Hello, people. Silly, illy, whoever that is. But my question to you all, okay, is if in fact you do, one, know the difference between a charity and just like a nonprofit, feel free to fill me in the comments. But also, what are you passionate about? Because again, what I said to you earlier, what you're passionate about, I'm more than certain that you can find an organization that aligns with those passions, those values of yours, and then make yourself available to them in any way, shape, or form. Again, you don't have to stress yourself thin, but you as an individual can make a difference, and it doesn't take a lot. All right. So with that, you are awesome. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I am in the United States, by the way. So with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Again, tomorrow is day 13, but this is a 30-day challenge. I will see you then. Take care. Take charge. God bless.